Here with John Stutzman, coach up at the University of Buffalo, and new position this year. Talk a little bit about the change in your career and the new challenge up there in Buffalo.
Well, it's going to be a challenge. I was at Bloomsburg University for the last 8 years, actually 11 years as an assistant and then 8 years as a head. But it's going to be a challenge up there in Buffalo. We're going to rebuild the program and we've got to start from scratch, and it's an exciting time for the change for us.
Yeah, now you're heading into a pretty tough conference. It looks like the MAC has expanded, and obviously there's going to be a number of teams in the top 20 in that conference right off the bat. What kind of things can you do as a coach to get Buffalo where they're going to be competing with the conference teams and in the national level?
Well, I think the first thing we got to do is recruit the right kind of kid, and then we got to train them up, and we got to put together a type of kids that want to train year-round and do all the right things socially and academically, and then set high standards for our student athletes. When we do that, we're going to be in a mix.
Now you're out here helping. You're coaching some of these kids, right? I mean, you're not just out here recruiting. You've been helping with the New York program. Talk a little bit about helping the high school kids and why that's rewarding for you.
Well, Fargo is the best tournament in the country, bar none. New York State wrestling has always been a strong wrestling state in the country, and I want to give back to the state, and I want to kind of help elevate New York and get those guys to Buffalo. So I think it's a win-win for both parties.
You've done a lot of freestyle coaching, taking teams overseas, active part of our freestyle program. I'm pretty sure you might have some thoughts about the new rules and what they're doing for wrestling. Now that you've been out here and seen the kids doing it, what's your thoughts about the new rules of freestyle?
Well, I like it. Whenever you can reward scoring, I think it's a good thing for our sport. I think it's fun. There's a lot of points getting put up on the board, so I'm excited about where it's going.
So you're going to have some other coaches up there with you in Buffalo. See Bryce Hassman's heading up there with you.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your staff and the kind of things that you guys want to achieve in the room.
Well, Bryce Hassman, of course, our top assistant. He's wrestled with USA Wrestling since 2004. Seems like he's been around forever. But he's my brother-in-law. He's my top assistant. He's loyal, and he's a worker. So we're excited about him. We added Quincy Osborne from Minnesota. He's a junior national champ here, I think, back in 2002.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then so he's going to be a good addition. And then John Martin Cannon, our volunteer, he was a great competitor for the University of Buffalo. So I want to kind of solidify the staff with those guys. And our goals are simple. We want to have a top 10 program in the country. That's what the administration expects, and that's what we expect.
Now, Buffalo's had wrestling for a long time. You're looking to build up an alumni group to be supportive and help you guys take that level to another step for the program?
Absolutely. University of Buffalo has 80 years of wrestling tradition. A lot of people don't know that. From Ed Michaels to Charlie Chaney to Jim Beekner and coaches before those guys, it's my job to kind of build that alumni base and put a product out on the mat that people are excited about, and that's what we're working on now.
Now, as a Division I coach, are you looking at kids that are willing to wrestle in Fargo, to spend their summer training, to do what they can to test themselves? Is this why we see so many of you guys here watching the kids and finding the next champions?
Absolutely. I think being at Fargo is a big indicator for us if they want to wrestle year-round. If they're not wrestling year-round, they're probably not our type of guy that want to win Olympic championships, win world championships, and get on the podium at the national tournament. The ultimate goal is you have to be a student of the sport. You have to wrestle 365 days a year. You have to have a year-long program, and this shows these kids are dedicated to that.
Any good kids on the New York freestyle team?
We're going to work on them all.
So we got someone you want to watch for? I mean, that you've been able to work with the last few weeks?
Yeah, I've been working on a couple local kids around the Buffalo area.
Right.
I kind of get the Bloom in Buffalo. It's kind of tongue twisting a little bit, but we've been working a lot of Buffalo kids in the local area, and hopefully getting those guys part of our program. That way we can build a local fan base.
Outstanding. Well, congratulations on the new opportunity, and good luck with the new challenge.
Thanks. It's exciting.
Take care.